Now we will go for composite data types. The next one is composite data types. So what are the composite data types in PLSQL are percentage type and percentage row type. Okay, generally why we use this composite data types is if you are not familiar with column data type. So what is the data type of the column? So we are going to notate by using composite data types. Okay, that means so generally you use composite data types while declaring the value. Use it while declaring the variables. Okay, now so I will show you. First one is percentage type. So generally, see for example, declare. So this is my table, employee table. Okay, select star from EMP. So now I want to get employee name, job, and the salary. These values I want to print. Okay, I am not sure about the data types. Okay, so how I can define them? So generally, when you are defining variables, what you are going to do? Employee name, and you are going to give data type. Is it? So I am not sure with the data type. So then we can easily use composite data type. So how we define composite data type is, see here percentage type I am defining. Table name dot, so which column you are referring for in the EMP table? Employee name. So I need to write employee name, percentage type. So what this actually notates is this is going to give the data type of the column in the table EMP. So that's why this is called a composite data type. You are going to pull the data type from EMP table of from EMP column of EMP table. Sorry, ename column of EMP table. Clear? Similarly, I want job data type. So how to write? Table name dot column name percentage type. This will bring you the data type of job in that table. Similarly, v underscore sal. So what I need to give? EMP dot sal percentage type. Okay, now begin our logic. Simply what I want, select employee name, comma job, comma salary from EMP where employee number equal to percentage n. Okay, you can write any variable, but here I am writing percentage employee name. So now I will write into class. Into. So what are the three variables we declared? V underscore ename, V underscore job, V underscore salary. Okay, our logic is done. So now print the statement dbms output dot put underscore line. So now I need to print v underscore ename, v underscore job. Without space I am writing v underscore job and v underscore salary. Okay, Now end your logic. Okay. So here, what is the purpose of composite data type? So here we are not defining data type. Simply we are relating to the column data type. So percentage type, what it is going to give? It is going to give the data type of the specified column from the given table. So what is the syntax you will be writing? Table dot column name percentage type. Now I will run the logic asking for employee number 7788. Okay. Again, some something we miss. Okay. See where we miss it. Yeah. Here instead of semicolon, we have given comma. So that is the error. Okay. Now run the block. See now what is the data? Scott analyst 3000. So there is no space here. So I will add some data limiter so that it will be clear. So simply I am adding delimiter. Okay. So now run the same logic. 7788. So now you are getting Scott analyst 3000. So here what you need to concentrate? Yeah.
So what if we give space there? You
Yeah,
have
you
given the.
yeah, you can also give space.
Okay,
Space is also a character.
okay,
Okay. So just not instead of clubbing the data, I am just giving a space between each variable so that it will be clear.
okay, sir.
Okay. So now
Yeah,
it is having
yes,
space. So here I missed the space. So
yes,
that's why I not get the space. So clear about percentage type. So percentage type is if you are not familiar with the data type, you are going to use percentage type to define data types.
yes, sir. Clear.
Now coming to the next composite data type, row type. Row type. So what is row type? Percentage row type. So generally in percentage type, what we are doing? So we are declaring for every column one notation, is it? For employee name, we are notating one notation. For job, another. Like that way, we are writing, we are declaring multiple times by using percentage type from the same table, is it? But what is the use of row type is, if you want to keep entire record, for example, select star from EMP. See, I want to keep all entire record in only one variable. Okay, that variable we call it as row variable. So that means now what we are doing in percentage type or when we are defining a normal variable, every time we are inserting, we are loading only one column data in one variable. That means in employee name, we are storing employee name. In job, we are storing job. In sal, we are storing sal. That means so for three variables, three columns, for three variables we are using. Now I want to store entire record in one variable. So then that is possible by using percentage row type. Okay, so we will see the example. You will get the clear picture. So now I am declaring a row variable. So simply I will treat like v underscore record so that this is a variable for record. So and what I need to mention. So which table record you want. So so here we are referring employee table. No? So employee percentage row type. That means now this data type, so this percentage row type will acquire all the data types used in the employee table and is defined to a variable. That means now you can able to store entire record in v underscore record variable. Okay. Now you see what I will do. Now I will write the logic. So earlier I wrote the column names, but now directly I will star and I will write into class into my record v underscore record, where employee number equal to ampersand employee number. Okay, now I will write the print state dbms output dot put underscore line. So now what I want to print entire record, or I want to print few columns from the record. So so if you want to print only few columns from the record, for example, I want to print employee name and department number. So what I need to do is again I need to refer this row variable and I need to mention which column. So the column of the table I need to mention. Similarly, I am giving a space and v underscore record, and what I need to specify now, I want department number. So to specify department name. That means variable dot record variable dot the column name. Record variable dot the column name. That means which columns you want, you need to specify that column with the record variable to print the output. Now end the logic. So now what I am doing, I am running the code. So it is asking for employee number. Again, I am giving 7788. Again, some mistake we have done. There is an error somewhere. Yeah, here we missed from class. From EMP. Because select star into this record from which table and with what condition. Okay, now again, I'm running the code. 7788. So PLSQL procedure executed. And what is your output? Scott and 20. Clear? That means here, instead of declaring multiple variables, what I declared? Only a record variable where our employee table, all data types are assigned to this variable only. Now what I will do, I will insert all the records into this variable and I will print only the columns what I need. So I will insert all the columns into this record and record variable, and I will pull only the columns which I want in my print statement. Understood? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So this is how we pull data from table. So what we have performed, pulling the data from the table. Earlier we defined column names, that means variable names with manually specifying the data type. But when I learn, when we learn composite data types, so if you are not sure with the data type, you can directly call the column name of that table by table name dot column name percentage type. So this scenario you have seen. And if you want complete record to store into the variable, you will use which data type? Composite data type,
Percentage
percentage
row.
row type. Clear? So this is how we pull the data from the table. Okay, by using into class. But here, what you noticed actually? So here in our table, we have multiple records. Is it? We are having multiple records. But every time we are accessing only one record. Every time we are accessing only one record. But what happens if I want to pull more than one record or one value into a variable? So that we will see here. So declare. So simply now I am defining employee name variable. Got it? Employee name variable. And data type, how we can use by, if I don't know the data type, how we can get table name dot the column name percentage type. Percentage type. Okay. So declare table name dot column name percentage type. So now begin the logic. So here earlier till now what we see, every time pulling only one value into the variable. So now what I will do is I will pull 10th department values into the same variable. That means there are 3 employees in the 10th department. I want to get, for example, select employee name from EMP where department number equal to 10. So generally, how many values we are getting for this select query? So we are getting 3 values, is it? That means multiple records. Okay, multiple records we are getting. So what happen if I insert multiple values into this variable? We will see. So what is our next statement? I need to print the tbms output dot put underscore line. Okay, now I want to print v underscore ename. Okay, now end the logic. Clear? So here semicolon. Okay. Okay, so this is a simple block. Now, so what I will and run the block. So what happened? We got an error. What error we got? See, exact fetch returns more than requested number of rows. Is it? So that means we got this error. Why we got this error? Why? Because our variable is a static variable. This variable is what? A static variable. That means only one value you can insert into this variable at a time. But when you run this query, how many records you are getting? How many records you are getting? Just now I have shown you. So there are 3 employee names in department number 10. Is it? That means so 3 values cannot be inserted into one variable at a time. Got it? So so this is not possible with static variables. So so in order to handle multiple values into a variable, we use the concept called cursors or cursors and collections. Got it? So next we are going to learn cursors and collections. Okay. So in order to overcome this issue, like if you want multiple records to print at a time. That means in the same block, I want to print multiple names. So how we can do it? By using cursors and collections. Okay. But with normal variable, we can only handle single record at a time. Clear? So this is about how we extract data from the table with only one value at a time. But if you want multiple records from the table, we use cursors and collections. Clear?